YouTube, what's up? Frogs Angels is back with some more NFL talk. And we're giving some early predictions for this NFL season, some bold predictions on popular topics. At the end, we'll give our early Super Bowl predictions. So let's just start it off with which team we think had the best offseason. We got three guys here making their picks. And, I'll start it off. Best offseason. In my notes here, I actually put down a couple things. I
Hmm.
wanted to mention that I thought the Dolphins had a good offseason. They really need some to beef up that linebacker unit. I think they did that. I thought the Jags got better on defense. And before I give my team with the best offseason, there was two moves that stuck out to me. The Osweiler deal. The Browns just taking in Osweiler's awful contract, which they could afford to do, and getting picks. I thought that was big time, one of the best moves. And
What a move.
another wild card move was the Bears getting rid of Jay Cutler. Just had to be done. Nice.
Oh,
And
Uh,
yeah. And it was a good move, gentlemen. And the team of the offseason is who else but the Patriots. I thought they made multiple moves. The highlight one is Brandon Cooks. What a deal. And it just made them better. Somehow a player can make the Patriots better. What do you guys think?
alrighty. I'll hop in here. I'm gonna go with Oakland. I think that they locked up Carr, number one. Number two, they got Jared Cook, solid way to I guess beef up that tight end unit. And then Marshawn, I think is gonna ball out. And let's not forget about Mr. Cordero, who I think helps. I guess the kickoffs, and I feel like they're gonna somehow throw him into that offense in the mix.
Yeah.
yeah. I got a couple I want to point out. Kind of just the whole AFC South division has kind of improved. They were kind of laughed at a couple years ago just for being like the worst division. Now they're becoming one of the better divisions in the league. Every team got better in there. And also want to point out the Buccaneers just had a good draft, picked up some weapons for Jameis Winston.
All right. Like the answers. Moving on to the next.
Wait, you went with the Bucks there? Is that was the final answer?
Um,
You
yeah,
never
what about
gave a
the?
final answer.
I mean, yeah, Bucks. Bucks, I like the Bucks, and I like the Titans, of course, too.
All right.
All right. Now on to a prediction. Who will be the worst team in the NFL? Who will have the number one pick in the NFL draft next year? Toss up for me between the Jets and the Niners. The Jets actually have a
Ooh.
pretty solid defense, so that's why I'm picking the Niners. All around, they're for sure in rebuild mode. They're in the right direction. Like what they're doing, but they're going to be bad, and I think they're okay with that. Quarterback, they signed a couple mediocre guys. They're going to
Hey.
wait on their quarterback for this upcoming draft class, which is supposed to be quarterback heavy. So they're in the right direction. So I don't want to hate on them too much. They're doing the right thing, but I think they may have the first pick. But Jets worst offense by far. But their defense, I like what they're doing on defense side of the ball. So I couldn't pick that. I think the defense of the Jets will actually win them some games single handedly. We've seen that in the past from teams. But so I'm going with the Niners. What about you guys?
Well, I had the same two teams, and I'm gonna go with the opposite because it's kind of similar to your reason, but I think like the Niners offense may potentially somehow win them some games. I really don't know how. They got a decent running game, I guess, and like Hoyer, he like has games where like you're just like, this is who is this guy? And I think we're going to see a couple of those that I don't know. I just think that they're gonna outsuck, or they're not going to
What
outsuck the
suck?
Jets.
Not. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets too. I think they'll be the worst team. Just I don't know how Christian Hackenberg's gonna do. I don't think
He's
he's
still hitting
very.
reporters.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's probably the worst quarterback, starting quarterback in the league. And kind of like to your point, them having like a good defense, I think it's just an offensive league now. So I mean, them having the
Was a
worst
different league
offense.
then.
Yeah, well, them having like the worst offense in the league, I think they'll be the worst team.
Best regular season team. Not overall best team, but best regular season team could be the same team for both those questions. But I'm gonna go with the Patriots. Easy division. They're their best team, so I'm gonna go with the Patriots. Should have no problem in the regular season, unless some kind of crazy injury happens or something. But yeah, gotta go with the Pats.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pats too. I mean, we should probably just like not use them as answers in this video, but I'm gonna go with the Pats.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the Patriots. Just the most consistent team in the NFL.
All right, next one we are gonna discuss our new playoff teams. Who wasn't in the playoffs last year and will be this year? Let's give an AFC and an NFC. Even though in my notes I wrote down a few for each AFC and NFC. AFC, I got two down. I'm looking at the Titans and the Ravens. I like the Ravens. Their defense was already good, and they made it better in the offseason looking at the draft. And then the Titans, young team that overall got better and will continue to get better. And if I have to choose between the two of them, head to head, the Ravens may be better today, but the Titans, being in that division, I'm going to go with the Titans. I think have an easier chance to make the playoffs than the Ravens.
All right, we're
And
starting
then,
with AFC here.
yeah, everybody give their AFC.
All right, my AFC, I got the same two. I got to toss up between Baltimore and Tennessee, but like you said, I think I got to go with Tennessee here just because I think it's their time for that division.
Yeah, I'm going with
Peter?
Titans. Going with Titans too. They're like one of my off-season favorites. I mean, the division, like I said, the division's getting stronger, but their schedule's pretty favorable. They got some pretty easy matchups to end the season, so I should get them hot and ready for the playoffs.
Oh,
On to
They actually
my.
play.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. They actually play. I'll add that
okay.
whoops.
they actually play the Ravens in the middle of the year, so that should be an interesting game.
So whoever wins that game goes to the playoffs. Calling it now.
Oh, that works, but
That's how it works, Pete. I
that
don't know
works.
what you think. That's
Titans
how
are,
it
gonna-
works.
Titans are going to win their division. Doesn't even matter.
No, it's how it works, Pete.
All right, on to the NFC. On to the NFC. I got three teams down for the NFC.
You can only say one.
Yeah, but I'm giving one at the end, just like I did with Titans and Ravens. I gave the Titans. All right, so three
All right.
teams. These first two have something in common. It's the Vikings and the Cardinals, two good teams that didn't make the playoffs. The reason they wouldn't make the playoffs is because both teams' offense. Cardinals did have a high-powered offense. I think it's on the decline. They still have David Johnson. The Vikings' offense has shown struggles. They did get some offensive linemen, got Dalvin Cook in there. Will that be enough? And then the Buccaneers kind of have the opposite. Their defense is what you have to worry about. I really don't like their secondary depth. Have some good players there, but their offense should be high-powered. If I had to choose between the three, I would go, for the same reasons as the AFC, I would go with the Vikings because of the division. I don't expect the Bears or even the Lions, even though they were good last year, to be anything that good. And I think the Packers will win the division, but I think they're going to be on decline. So I think the NFC North is actually a weaker division, so the Vikings could easily get in on a wild card if they win their NFC North games.
Alrighty. I got three teams down. I have Minnesota, Tampa Bay, like you had, but then I'm not going to throw Carolina out of the mix. I think they're kind of due for a bounce back here. But if I had to pick one, I'm going to say that Sammy's sleeves propelled them into the playoffs. That's what I'm going to have to say.
Playing for that contract, will he do it? The only thing I could see him getting hurt. That's the only thing. He didn't get hurt last year. That he's due.
Yeah, that. I mean, this is what I have here in my notes.
Wow.
That's what
All
you
right.
have.
Then we're going with one team again. I'll go with the Buccaneers. One of my favorite teams in the offseason again. Got a lot better on offense. I think their defense isn't the worst, isn't the best though, but I think their offense will kind of just carry the team.
Well, alrighty. On to maybe some disappointing teams that made the playoffs last year that won't this year. I think I think we're all going to have similar answers here. I got from the AFC, I got the Dolphins. Could easily make the playoffs, had a good offseason. But they're the worst team, I think, out of the bunch that made the playoffs last year. And then the NFC was the Lions. Lions could be a good team, but I just don't see them being as good as they were last year. It's a team that.
I thought we were going AFC.
Well, yeah, AFC and NFC. I just gave both because I think we're all going to have the similar answers. I just gave you both. The Lions could be a team that could be one of the worst in the NFL, or they could be a 10-win team. They're really, really rangy, I think, in my opinion.
Good word choice.
Yeah. So what do you guys got?
I'm gonna have to go with, like you said, Miami, and I'm also gonna go with I don't know Houston. It all really depends on that quarterback situation, and potentially Kansas City. Nobody really knows, you know. They're very hit or miss, and then obviously, like you said, Detroit. I don't think for sure they're gonna have to be probably my number one team. My biggest disappointment. There it is, right on cue for Detroit here. I think they lose. They're probably the worst.
Yeah, I got like the same three. I agree with, or same four actually. I should say, as Junior there. I think the Dolphins, like you guys said,
Miami.
have the uh least chance to make the playoffs again out of those three there. I mean, if Houston decides to play savage like all year, then I think they're gonna have a pretty. They might have the least shot at making the playoffs then. But if they give Watson keys, then yeah, I think they'll do pretty well. And then for NFC, I would choose the Lions as well. I don't think they're going to be as good. They won a bunch of close games last year.
Well, alrighty. Next one, early MVP vote, and I'm going with a little bit of a wild card here. A little bit of a wild card.
Oh,
Maybe it won't
yep.
happen, but I think it's possible, and I got my reasons. Early MVP for me is J.J. Watt. Coming off the injury, he's back, and the main reason, I mean, obviously, he's if healthy, he's the best player on defense in the NFL, and it's just one of those things where he didn't lose his skill. There's no way he lost his skill. The only thing that could have happened here is he's fresh. He's more fresh than ever. He's ready to go, and I think he really tears it up if he stays healthy. So we'll see.
Alrighty. MVP here. I'm gonna have to go with. I want to say Aaron Rodgers. I just think that he year after year he's just something else, and that's who I'm gonna have to go with.
Something else.
Something
Uh,
else.
I'm going to go with big Tom Brady. Uh,
Ooh.
coming off fresh off the comeback, 28-3 comeback. He could have easily won MVP last year, even when he missed the first four games from suspension. So I think ball out this year, all year, and then he'll win the MVP.
Okay. Early Super Bowl predictions. Pretty obvious one here. I got the Patriots over the Cowboys. Patriots, I think, right now are a clear favorites. They're the clear best team. Maybe something happens. Never know. Injury seems to always happen for some good team. And I got them over the Cowboys. I don't really think the NFC is anything that special. Each team has their problems. The Cowboys, I mean, their defense isn't that great. Can Dak
Jalen.
get better? Yes, can guys stay healthy? Guys that are expected to be playing now, can they stay healthy? Sean Lee had his injuries in the past. But I have them as the NFC favorites just because they were so good last year, and you expect the younger guys to get better. All the top NFC teams have their problems. Again, I think the Packers will be on the decline, but still will be a solid team and still can make it to the Super Bowl. The Falcons, it's hard to see them getting back, even though they have a really good team. The division's going to be tough. The Seahawks have maybe the worst offensive line in football, so it's very tough. Two other teams I think are very good contenders I want to point out are the Steelers. Big Ben could hold them back. I'm worried about Big Ben, but so many weapons, such a young defense, besides Harrison, who's still playing at a solid level. So the defense should be getting better. And the Chiefs, you got to like the Chiefs. Pretty balanced team. Very good on the defensive side. I think the offense is a balanced offense. You don't see too many teams like the Chiefs, so I think they're still considered a contender. But yep, Patriots over the boys.
All right. Well, I got Patriots out. See my AFC team. That's gonna go there, and I'm gonna say NFC. Dallas looks good. Giants look good. Potentially Green Bay, but like you said, don't really have much of a D. So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna say Giants. I'm gonna pull a wild card here. Kind of, there's
Whoa.
some history between
Like
the
it.
teams. There's some history between the teams. Giants, Patriots, and that's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
Like it. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots over the Cowboys as well. Same as Risky over there. Yeah, the Patriots are just the most consistent team in the NFL. And like I predicted, I said Tom Brady's gonna win MVP. So I think they'll just be unstoppable. And then the
Sorry, who?
Cowboys. What?
Who? Big time, you
Patriots.
meant?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
big
big.
time.
Oh, all right.
On the Patriots, yep. And then the Cowboys, I think will be the team in the NFC, even though it's kind of a toss up over there. I think Dak will be better this year. I mean Zeke will probably produce the same amount of yards, similar season. And then they got Jalen Smith, who's supposed to be coming back. I think he'll help out the defense a lot. So Cowboys.
Oh, so there you have it. Early Super Bowl predictions. Super Bowl 52 in the new lovely US Bank Stadium in Minnesota.
Ooh,
Who's gonna blow the horn? That's what I want to know. Who's gonna blow the horn at Minnesota at Super Bowl 52? I got two ideas. I got two guys that may blow the horn. I'm looking at Randy Moss, obvious choice, or Jimmy Butler.
ooh, wild card. I like it.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
maybe that helps them. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with. Um. Hmm. Well, that kind of threw off my train of thought here. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go Jimmy B. Jimmy B is blowing the horn.
I think it could be Randy Moss, or it could just be Roger Goodell going up there and blowing the horn.
That's a sleeper for sure.
Yeah, just takes control. It's his horn. He takes
It is.
control. He
So,
owns
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
Or it
it's his
could be
horn.
NFL.
Or it could be Ziggy. Ziggy goes up there and just goes and blows it.
Ziggy Ansah or Ziggy Wilf?
He will.
Okay.
Wait, but
Well,
what about JJ Redick?
JJ Redick, I don't know where you got that one.
That's just here in my notes.
Your notes. Okay, I'm not sure why that's in your notes. I don't know why you have notes in the first place of who's blowing the horn, but we're going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more sports and gaming videos. Please like, subscribe, and that'll do it. Goodbye.
Bye.